I'm a single mother. Like many parents over the last 15 years, my children were diagnosed with autism.
About 8-9 years ago, the incidence rates of autism was 1 in 160 children.
Now that number is 1 in 88 and 1 in 54 boys.
But in my experience as a pediatrician, it's tragically much more common than that. I can't tell you how many conversations I'm having with parent after parent saying, your child is showing early signs of autism. Your child isn't developing correctly. There's language delay. There's a lot of other signs. I have that conversation 2 or 3 times a week. I'm really concerned that the rate of autism is far higher, and that if we really could do some good solid research on today's children, we'd find, I don't know what number we'd find, but I think we'd find it very scary.
I'm Thiero. This is what life is like with my Thiero boys.
Check for the bus, Carter. Check for the bus. Attending all of these assessments, calling for scheduling, making sure the boys got to where they needed to be for these sessions, which required having 2 babysitters, one for one kid and one to drive the other kid, because I was working a bit and their dad often traveled. But all of this was really on me.
For whatever reason, a lot of families cannot stay together through this process.
Umar always joked that when we got divorced, we kicked the rate up, because before it was 70%, and after we got divorced, all of a sudden it was 80%,
And now people are just going on hearsay. In 2010, a study at the Kennedy Krieger Institute proved these high rates were a myth. We divorced at about the same rate as families not dealing with autism. Who knew?
3 goes in.
I also put my career on hold to better attend to my children's development.
40 hours a week of intervention.
It's not easy. It's not easy. The demands, the physical demands, the financial demands, the demands on your time.
Sometimes I'm overwhelmed. It's only God who gets me through.
When they start to get out in the workforce and when they start to be adults, we're not going to be able to provide for them as a society. We're not going to know how to cope with this. And it's going to have catastrophic effects.
But I have a plan.